What is the percent of change from 5,000 to 300? So this number right here decreased to 300. Let's see what the difference between these two numbers is. So difference equals, if we subtract 5,000 from 300, if we subtract 300 from 5,000, I got it wrong. 5,000 minus 300, what we get is 4,700. Now since it's decreasing, the difference is negative 4,700. So we have the difference, and we started off with 5,000 and it later decreased to 300. So let's revise the formula first, and then we can move on and solve the question to find out the percentage change. So the formula, as we discussed before, is difference between the two numbers, difference over, I'll just write difference for short, over the original number, or the number that we started off with, or the number that is written before this 2, and we multiply this fraction by 100, and that's it. Doing this is going to give us the percent of change. Now we know the formula, so let's plug in all these bits and pieces of information that we have and try to solve this. So the difference, as we discussed, is 4,700 over the number that we started off with is 5,000, and we multiply it by 100. So let's cancel out all the zeros first, and we can cancel out this with this. Now we're left with 47 multiplied by 10, and we have this 5 as the denominator for 47. So let's multiply 47 by 10, and let's assume that the denominator for this number is 1. So we multiply 47 by 10, and we multiply this 5 with 1, and that leaves us with 470 over 5. So let's see if 470 goes by 5, and it does go by 5. 5 9s are 54, and if we add 2 more, that should be, in fact 4 more, that should add 20. So 94. 470 goes by 594 times, so we have 94, and I'll add the percent sign at the end since we're talking about percent of change. So 94%. Now this is the percentage change. So we have these 4 options that are given to us. Let's go through these. 94% decrease. The second option is 112% decrease. The third one is 112% increase, and the last one is 94% increase. So we just found out that the percentage is 94, which means both of these are not valid. The only 2 options that we're now left with is 94% decrease and 94% increase, which is the first and the fourth option simultaneously. So let's refer back to the question. What is the percent of change from 5,000 to 300? It's very obvious that there is a decrease in the value, as can be seen from this. It's a difference of negative 4,700, which means it's decreasing. What that means is that this last option is not valid as well. So the only option that we're left with is 94% decrease.